$1,080 every month for the rest of your life. That's the difference one decision makes to the very same Social Security check. Claim it at 62 or wait until 70. And there's a second move most couples never hear about. One choice by the higher earner can lift the survivor's check by more than $1,500 a month, and claiming the wrong way quietly throws it away. Hold that thought.
I'm Erica, and let's start where every choice starts. Born in 1960 or later? Your full retirement age is 67. Claim exactly then and you get 100% of your benefit. That's the anchor everything else swings from.
Grace here. Claim early at 62 and that check gets cut about 30% for life.
30% down at 62. Now the other direction. Every year past 67, Social Security adds 8%, the delayed retirement credits. Wait 3 years to 70, and you're at 124%. But it stops dead there. Hold out to 90 out of pure spite, and Social Security just says thank you and keeps the difference.
Okay, that one's going on my fridge. 70 is the ceiling. Waiting past it is a gift to the trust fund.
Hold on. 24% just for waiting 3 years. That's real money.
It is, so look at the two ends side by side. Claim at 62 and you're standing on 70% of your benefit, roughly $600 a month lighter. Wait to 70 and you're at 124%, about $480 more. 67 sits in the middle at the full 100.
Here's the part that makes this the biggest money decision most people never rethink. Whichever door you pick, that percentage is permanent. The 30% cut doesn't heal at 67, and the 24% boost doesn't fade. You live with it.
One asterisk. Born in the late 1950s, your full age is 66 in a few months, not 67. Check yours.
Most folks make this call at a kitchen table, with a laptop open and a lot of guessing. It shouldn't be a guess. It should be your numbers, pulled from your own account.
Erica, the comments ask one version of this more than anything else. Put it to everyone.
They do, and it's blunt. If I might not live to 80, why would I ever wait to claim? Fair question. Honest answer, if your health is poor or you truly need the money now, 62 can be exactly right. Waiting only wins if you live long enough to collect the bigger checks. We'll show you where that line sits in a minute.
So that's the fork, money now or a bigger check later. Coming up, two of our team fight it out. Take it at 62 or hold out for 70. And we settle it with real numbers. This is the fight that decides more retirement money than any other. Grace says wait. Every year you hold out, the check grows. Lewis says take it at 62 while you can. Same record, opposite calls. Make your case.
Waiting from 67 to 70 adds 24% permanently. No investment on earth guarantees you a raise like that.
24% of a check you might not outlive. Married 25 years, with a first grandchild on the way, I'd rather have 5 years of that money in hand now than a bigger number I gamble on living to see.
In hand and smaller. The trap is spending the 62 check for years, then living to 90 on a benefit you shrank on purpose.
Okay, both of you. When does waiting actually pay off? Give me the break even.
Around age 80, take it at 62 and you're ahead until then. Past 80, the waiters pull ahead, and nobody sends you the date.
So the whole bet is how long you live.
That's the bet. We already ran this experiment across millions of retirees. Most don't clear the break-even by much.
So it's not really about the math, it's about you. Health, family history, and whether you need the check right now.
Right, poor health or real need. 62's the answer. Good health and other income. Waiting usually wins.
And if you're still working at 62, waiting isn't even fully your choice. The earnings test claws part of it back anyway.
Which is a whole trap of its own.
So here's where the record lands it. There is no universal age. Social Security built the adjustments to be roughly even for an average life. If you're healthy, have other income, or you're the higher earner protecting a spouse, waiting towards 70 usually wins. If your health is shaky or you need the money to live, 62 isn't a mistake, it's the right call. The honest verdict is that it comes down to your life, not a formula.
The earnings test. Claim at 62 but keep clocking in a few days a week, and it quietly holds back part of your check. Almost nobody sees it coming.
It's called the earnings test, and here's the good news first. It is not a penalty, it's a delay. Every dollar it holds back comes back to you later.
Delay, not loss. Big difference.
The exact numbers shift every year, and this is where people lose money by guessing. So I called in Paul Ellison, who knows the earnings test and benefit taxes cold. Paul, are you with us?
I'm here and happy to. Here's the 2026 rule. If you're under full retirement age all year, you can earn up to $24,480 with no effect at all. Go above that, and Social Security holds back $1 for every 2 you earn over the line. Watch what that does to a real paycheck. Say you claim at 62 and pull in $34,480 from a part-time job.
The limit's $24,480. She's $10,000 over it.
So the test holds back $5,000 this year. But here's the whole point. She gets every dollar of it credited back once she reaches full retirement age. Nothing is lost, it's pure timing.
Wait, so the earnings test isn't a reason to avoid claiming early. It's just a temporary hold.
Honestly, that reframes it for me. I've watched people delay claiming purely out of fear of that rule. If it's only a delay, that fear has been costing them. Okay, that changes how I talk to a lot of them.
There's a second surprise, and it's taxes. A lot of retirees don't realize their Social Security can be taxed at all. Depending on your total income, up to 85% of your benefit can be subject to federal tax.
Grace, you've gone quiet and you're clearly chewing on something. Go ahead.
I am. Does claiming Social Security early push my other income into that 85% tax zone faster?
Good instinct, but it works the other way around. It's your total income that decides how much of the benefit gets taxed, not the claiming age by itself. It's the money from work or big withdrawals that pushes you toward that 85% line. Single filers start seeing it above $25,000 of combined income, married couples above $32,000.
So here's how you stop guessing at all of it. Your own My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov shows your real benefit at 62, at full retirement age, and at 70. Your numbers, not an example. Sign in, and it does the math for you.
That habit ends the guessing for good. Thanks for having me on. If you do one thing after this, pull your own estimate before you pick a date. The right number beats every rule of thumb you'll hear.
Great stuff, Paul, thank you. Your real numbers beat every guess we've argued about today.
Here's who this hits hardest and never sees it coming: married couples. I grew up cooking for a crowd, never for one plate, and Social Security quietly rewards couples who plan the same way. The age you claim doesn't just set your check. It can set your spouse's check for the rest of their life.
Remember the move I promised up top, the one that lifts the survivor's check by over $1,500 a month? This is it. 2 rules run quietly in the background. While both spouses are alive, the lower earner can claim up to 50% of the higher earner's full benefit.
Then the big one. When one spouse dies, the survivor keeps the larger check, up to 100% of it.
Survivor benefits. This is where delaying quietly pays off twice. When the higher earner waits towards 70, those delayed retirement credits don't just grow their own check. They get baked into the survivor benefit too. So the day the higher earner passes, the survivor doesn't drop to some reduced number. They inherit the bigger check, credits and all, for the rest of their life. That's why, in a marriage, the higher earner's claiming age is often the single most important number on the table. It's protecting 2 lifetimes, not one.
Wait, so one person's choice sets 2 people's checks?
2 lifetimes, yes. let me make that real with one couple. Say Gil's the higher earner. His full benefit at 67 is $2,800.
Wait to 70 and 24% gets added, $672 a month.
So the survivor doesn't inherit $2,800. They inherit $3,472 a month for the rest of their life. Claim Gil early at 62 instead, and that survivor check would have been under $2,000. That's the $1,500 move I promised you.
And all of this runs through one place. Every one of these decisions gets filed with the Social Security Administration, and once a survivor claim is set, that becomes the household's floor. So the higher earner's choice is really a gift to whoever's left.
I've watched this exact choice echo through a family. The higher earner grabbed a little more at 62, and the widow lived on the smaller check for 11 years. The money was the smallest part of the wound.
So what's the actual move here?
Here's my honest verdict, and I'll weigh the other side first. If your health is poor or you need the income to live right now, claim at 62. Waiting is a bet you may not win, and there's no shame in taking the sure thing. But for most people in decent health, and especially the higher earner in a marriage, delaying towards 70 is the stronger move. You're buying a bigger check for life and a bigger survivor check on top of it. That settles it for the average case, but your case is yours. Run your numbers.
The whole decision fits on one line. 62 for money now, 67 for the full check, 70 for the biggest one, 30% down or 24% up, and it's permanent either way.
Next time, we open the Medicare enrollment window and the 63-day gap that hits people who claim Social Security and assume Medicare just tags along. It doesn't.
Do one thing tonight. Pull your own estimate at socialsecurity.gov and read your 3 numbers. That's the cheat move that beats every guess.
If this turned a foggy decision into a plan, subscribe and hit like so it reaches the next person. We're building the whole US benefits playbook, one decision at a time. And do one thing right now. Send this to anyone you know who's turning 62 this year before they press that button. And here's the one we couldn't settle for you. If you're single with no spouse to protect and your family tends to live long, would you still take the sure thing at 62 or bet on the bigger check at 70? Tell us in the comments.
And right before we say goodbye, if you want more like this, hit like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it is the single biggest thing that builds this series into something bigger. Be kind to the version of you that did not know this yesterday. See you next time.
Bella, that was solid start to finish. 8.5, and the ceiling is up. This is Professor Erica. Thanks for watching and signing off.